कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you so much, Shalidram Priya Mataji. Your voice is wonderful. Thank you so much. Am I audible?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah, so Prabhuji might be joining at like 9:35 a.m. So can you all open the videos at least whenever the guest speakers are coming? Can we have? Yeah, wonderful. So I think many of you will be having holidays today. So yes, you can open. So are you all excited about the topic? Yes? Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes,
Prabhuji.
Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
Yes.
Yes.
Do you have a lot of questions?
I
You
hope
have
so.
questions? Yeah, definitely it will be there. Yes. Please open the videos if you can. If you are not in the office, please open the video. Those who are driving, please need not open the video, but if you are sitting just as a passenger, like Archana Mataji, if you are sitting as a passenger, then you can open. Otherwise, during driving, you don't do. Mili Mataji, nice to see you over here. Thank you so much for being connected. Are you there? Mili Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
And I feel odd because I'm not able to make up for the classes.
No, that's
and
fine. That's
really
fine. That's fine.
ashamed.
But you be there, no problem. You just be there. No issues.
All right. Yeah, thank you so much.
Saranan Gandhi Prabhuji, how are you?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Dhanavad Pranam, Prabhu.
Dhanavad. You're fine?
It's okay, Prabhu. It's not that much fine. Still, it's okay.
Everyone is going through the same situation, don't worry. Some are telling, some are not telling.
Yes, Prabhu. Now it's getting more worse, Prabhu. That's God is there.
Yes. So we're waiting for Prabhuji to join, and as soon as he join, I'll give the forum to him. So since we have started on Saturday, we have got the good numbers like 30, 40 joining all Saturdays. So I think for a long time we had the sessions only from Monday to Friday. So we were missing that part. We were thinking that Saturday no one will come, but then people are coming. So good, we have started something on Saturdays as well.
Today is Shivaratri, no, Prabhu, yesterday. So maybe some people are sleeping. So in India. So here is now in Canada still, but in India is over. So some people might be sleeping. So they miss the classes. It's also some issue. Otherwise, you'll have 60 plus. Now we are only 38, no? Yeah.
Nina Mataji, where are you from? Nina Mataji, where are you from? You are unmuted. You are muted. You can unmute.
Hare
Yeah.
Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, I'm from Kerala.
You're from Kerala. Very nice.
Yeah.
You have
Now
been-
I'm in Dubai.
Okay, you have been coming for this session quite often because I'm seeing you for the first time.
No, this is first time.
First time, okay.
Yeah, because today is only I have leave.
Okay. So Monday to Friday you are not available?
No, in morning time it's not possible, sir.
Okay, then you can join our 8 p.m. session, 8 o'clock, Monday to Friday. 3 days actually. Monday, Tuesday,
Every day?
Wednesday. 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock.
Okay.
That is Bhagavatam classes only.
Okay.
Yes.
Mataji, sorry to interrupt, but if you're in Dubai, I also live there.
Okay.
And there's Amrendra
Yeah.
Prabhu has come in today. We're
Correct.
starting the Bhagavatam. So if you want, I can invite. I'm not in Dubai currently. I'm in Pune, but if you want, I can share the details.
Okay.
Thanks.
And how many of you are able to write Gauranga every day? Are you there in that group? Yes. Are you able to write Gauranga at least one time in a day? Target is 2 lakhs. No? Target is 2 lakhs. You will just write on a computer or on a paper and report in the group. And the target will be there till 25th March. That is the time when we have Gaur Purnima. So till 25th March, you have to write how much you can write. That many you can write and just report.
We have report also, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, you have to report because these names will be recited in front of Lord Gauranga in Mayapur. Okay, so your name has to be there.
Okay, Prabhuji. I have not joined it. I'll join today.
Yeah, so you can search for the link in the community. Okay, it will be there in community 1, 2, or 3. One of these.
Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you.
One of
Hare
these.
Krishna.
Any suggestions so that we can take before Prabhuji joins? I'm just waiting for him to join and then I'll give forum to him. Any suggestions you have for our any sessions?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Prabhuji, I've been with ICF since 2022. I was just wondering, if we could have a session wherein you have so many devotees who come and take lessons, discourses, Can we have a session where they can talk about their journey, like, how they came into KC and what challenges they face? I mean, just a suggestion, Prabhuji. Like, can we have something like that? It would encourage.
Actually, you have spoken my mind, actually. You have spoken my mind. The other day, there was one devotee, I just forgot the name. Was it Hare Krishna Prabhuji?
No, Prem.
Dandavad.
Sorry.
No issue. No issue.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna, so thank you so much for joining in today in our spiritual frequency class, which we have every Saturday. Today we have a guest speaker, Prem Kishore Prabhuji. And Prem Kishore Prabhuji is one of the distinguished devotees in ISKCON community. He's been there in the mission for around more than 2 decades actually. He's connected to ISKCON Radha Gopinath Mandir. And he's a wonderful disciple of wonderful Maharaj, His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj. Prabhuji is a college preacher and he is a head priest in Radha Gopinath Mandir. So whenever you would go there and see the deity darshan, it is all under his inspiration, under his guidance. Prabhuji has already come and to ICF forum and he had taken Srimad Bhagavatam sessions, I believe one time. And today he has agreed to take a session on devotee relationships with the devotees. And I personally cannot find anyone else speaking on this topic than Prabhuji because he is a living example of how he cares about the devotees. There are many devotees who are still in touch and all the credit goes to Prem Kishore Prabhuji. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for agreeing to take this class. Now the forum is yours.
Hare Krishna. So before we begin the class, I think you can delete whatever he said because it's been 2 decades, but a lot of learning is left, a lot of surprises are there, and a lot of failures are there, but Krishna is very merciful. So we'll begin the class.
Yes.
Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshulunmilitamena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guruh श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादां सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे मूकं करोति वाचलं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं श्रीचैतन्य ईश्वरं परमानन्दमाधवम् हरे कृष्ण. So Ashish Prabhu,
Yes, Prabhuji.
so the format of the class is we directly go on the topic.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, thank you.
And just a second, Prabhuji. Those who have questions in between the session also, you can keep raising your hand. You can raise your hand so that we can find out how many of you have the questions. And Prabhuji can take up at the later part of his session. Is that okay?
I think so. Yes. Just give me 1 minute.
Please keep the videos on if you can. If you are in office, no problem. If you're at home, just keep the video on.
Hari Bol. Hare Krishna. I am no authority to speak on relationships. Neither I claim that I know relationship very nicely. But one thing I know that being a social being, being a human being, we are very emotional beings and we require relationships. And Srila Prabhupada has made such a house in which all kind of crazy animals like me can survive. So I ascribe all the credit to the different relationships that are saving me every day. So what I can tell you about is the eagerness to have a relationship. So to begin with, I could not think of a better verse than Srila Rupa Goswami's Upadeshamrita, verse number 4. Dadati pratigranati guhyam akhyati pritchati bhunte bhojayate chaiva shadvid priti lakshanam. Now, accepting gifts, receiving gifts, talking or discussing about Krishna conscious topics in person and listening to Krishna conscious topics and feeding and accepting prasad. Until unless if somebody does all these 6 dealings, it is for sure that one will develop loving relationship with that person. Sharvid Priti Lakshanam. These are by which love can be developed. For that matter, love with anybody you do. And I think especially we need to follow this with devotees day in, day out. For the very first and foremost need for a relationship to survive, to start, to maintain is that eagerness to continue the relationship, that impetus, that desire to continue the relationship. When we want to really continue, have a good relationship, all the different avenues of relationships open up. If we don't want to continue relationship, whatever you do, you go to a best counselor to take advice as how should I continue relationship. It will not continue. When we have pure devotees around, it is very easy to serve them. It is very easy to be submissive to them. It is very easy to take instructions from them. But when we talk about devotee relationship, it is also very easy to have your subordinates and have good relationship with them. It's very easy. Of course, it's getting tougher with the Gen Z and the Gen Y and the Gen X. Everything is becoming very different. The generation Alpha, the more the generation is going to grow, it's going to be difficult because they are going to be more of your friends. So the point comes back that in a relationship, the toughest part is to have a relationship with your equals, because those are the primary relationships which are going to sustain you as a devotee, because your real thing comes out in front of your friends and equals. In Krishna consciousness, Srila Goswami, he speaks about the dealings between devotees and how a Madhyamadhikari, he looks at according to the faith of a person, he looks how Prema Maitri Kripa Apeksha Yah Karoti Sa Madhyama. Prema Maitri, Prema is love and reverence towards the seniors, Maitri towards the friends, Kripa towards the subordinates, and Upeksha towards the antagonists. When we follow this method of relationship, it is so very easier for us, not from judgmental point of view, but from your safety point of view, how we can deal with devotees. Anybody likes to accept gift? Anybody likes to accept? Oh no, you like to give, you like to accept. Many times, coming to Krishna consciousness moment, we always, tend to be very giving more attention to the newcomers than the old timers. Many times people comment, be it a senior, be it a newcomer, be it a senior, be it a friend, it becomes very difficult to receive attention once somebody becomes a devotee. So many times devotees comment कि अरे हम नए थे तो बहुत अच्छा लड्डू पेड़ा मिलता था, अभी कुछ पुराने हो गए हैं तो बहुत सॉस मिलता है और बहुत सेवा मिलती है. Not that seva should not be done, but that kind of attention and that kind of love and care has to be there towards devotees where we, this is a very simple formula Rupa Goswami has given, and it is not he has given, he has compiled it from the Niti Shastras, where he talks that these are 6 things we do and there will be love. And for any relationship, the root of the relationship is love. If I love that person, I can do anything for him. I can tolerate anything for him. I can appreciate everything about him. So we're getting the connection that for a relationship, love is very important. And for that love to develop, these 6 dealings are very important. Because many times, as I remember for me, when we joined as a group from college, we come together and we start attending programs together. But unfortunately, the same mentality creeps in from what was there before. We take each other granted. We take each other, we do the same thing, same frivolous behavior in Krishna consciousness. And what happens is we lose that, what we can say, that extra Krishna touch that somebody must have felt, which he is very scared to share with us because he's fearful that somebody will mock you. Because, normally that has been our behavior outside. So we might miss that devotee's amazing advancement. We might miss that devotee's amazing realization. So it's very, very important that we give a lot of importance to these 6 dealings: giving gifts and accepting gifts, remembering the devotees and giving them one, now this gift can be, just extrapolating. These gifts can be not just only material gifts, but these gifts can be the gift of your time, the gift of your attention, the gift of your sympathy. I remember one devotee coming to me and again cribbing about something. And I was there. I was, again and again listening to the entire story. I was like, why are you telling this to me? I don't want to hear this. And then he looked into my eyes and said, at least you listen. Nobody is ready to listen to me. At least you listen. So as an observer, as a third-party observer, when we listen to somebody, it becomes a lot of support for that person. When we know that however I am, however difficult I am, but I have one person who is ready to give me his time, his attention, his affection. So giving gifts and receiving gifts. Who doesn't like gifts? Remembering their birthdays, remembering their achievements, giving them something small. How much happiness do we require, do we experience when our own children, they give you a small handwritten note? It just touches. I was just remembering those days when we used to make, gifts for devotees. We used to, those are the times when there were no digital, cameras available. Those are times when we used to, very painstakingly collect pictures and make a bookmark, or make a diary to gift to senior brahmacharis for, and just when you receive that, when they receive that gift, there's so much, so much thought, so much time, so much effort gone. It feels so nice. It feels so touched. It feels so personal. So that accepting gift and receiving gift, no, I don't have time for that. I don't have time for, selecting a gift. That's what. When we are giving a gift, it's all about your time. It's all about your priority. From a devotee who can award you nice service, or who can award you reference for an initiation, who can award you or who can share nice notes with you. With those devotees especially, we will be very, very nice. We will be very, very generous and give them more gifts. We tend to, it's all about introspection, that why have I given gift to him and not to him? Why did I give attention to him and not to him? Many times it is very much linked to our own selfish agendas. So when we are talking about many things. I'm sorry, my radar is going, my cursor is going many places. Coming back to developing love with a person. When I want to develop a loving relationship with my fellow God brothers, I have to concentrate, or if I can try to concentrate on the 6 dealings, definitely there will be love. There will be a special angle to our relationship. If I concentrate on these 6 without any ulterior motives, with a lot of sincerity, to advance in Krishna consciousness together, if we have that goal, these 6 dealings work a lot. If you see what exactly do we do with our, when we talk about preaching, preaching is nothing but these 6 dealings. We are giving that time to that person, where you are listening about his Krishna consciousness, when you are sharing about Krishna consciousness, you are hearing about his problems, and then you are feeding him prasad. All these 6 exchanges make the preaching very, very effective. These are the things which make people trust you. Not just by giving gifts, this is just one part of it. We have to follow all the 4. Accepting gift. Accepting gift necessarily means acknowledging the gift. Accepting gift means being very grateful to that person. Accepting that gift means valuing that person's effort and endeavor in doing something for you. Just a smile, just a very kind thank you. Just like we take our relationship with our mothers very casually, our own relationships very casually, we often wonder, would we behave similarly with some other senior devotee's mother? Similarly with our friends many times. He will understand. He knows me for since 20 years. He knows me in and out. He knows me that he loves me, that I love him, and I care a lot about him. These things matter. Every thank you matters. Every gratitude that you express through your words, through your actions, through your dealings matters a lot. We are on the path to pure devotion. Everybody is not to become pure devotee. Many times, giving acknowledgement to somebody, we might feel that we are just inflating his ego. Flattery is different and appreciation is different. Appreciation is your genuine appreciation. No, but I feel that he has done what he's supposed to do. No, what is the big thing? But the way we can see the sincerity applied to it, the intelligence applied to it, it just means that many times we don't want to analyze how people have done things. Now you might say, Prabhuji, agar aisa appreciation karne gaya, to I will spend my entire day in it. But please understand that we cannot have loving relationship with the entire world. We are very, very limited. We have a limited people in our vicinity. We have limited friends. At least with them, Samsare katu vrikshanam dve phale madhuropami. Subhashitam Suswadu Sangatir Sajjanair Jane. When we have the Sangati of Sajjan Jan, we have devotees in our life, we have friends in our lives, at least concentrate on their endeavors. And being grateful and appreciative of their endeavor will go a long way for that devotee. And will be very, very good for you to see something good in them. I can tell you as being the DT, concerned with the DT department, there are so many times we have to give negative feedbacks to people, what wrong they've done. This is our work. Can you imagine? I have a crown of a fault finder. Many times people might call me a Hitler Pujari. So, I have to go and check. So at the same time, I have to check whether if there is something genuinely appreciative about it. I have to go and express it to them. Because life is anyways throwing so many negative feelings at you, negative fruits at you. And then even if devotees do that negativity, what's left? So at least if we start doing something good and later you want to give some concrete feedback, that time at least we will be able to do it. Otherwise, just negative, in a bank when there is only withdrawals, you will very soon finish your account. There has to be also investments. There has to be also, what is it called? Investments. When you have withdrawals, we have to invest some money. Deposit. Our bhakti deposits have to be there. And that is our acknowledgement of gifts, our gratitude towards them. So, how would you feel when you give a gift to somebody and very next day somebody else is giving the same gift to you? You wonder, oh my God, you will be, Are, itna value hai mera. So we have to be very, very careful when somebody gives a gift. It has to be either used nicely or it has to be communicated that what you have given me is very nice, but can I please give this to somebody who needs it? I really understand that you have given a lot of love, but just that I have so many, I have too many. Can I share this with somebody else who deserves it, who actually understands this better? Then comes Guhyam Akhyati Prichati. Guhyam Akhyati Prichati. Listening in confidence and speaking in confidence. It is very important that our communication with our fellow devotees is very, very strong. In the relationship, communication is the basis of, the entire relationship. How you communicate to each other. Our problem is we feel that whatever I have done, he understands me very nicely. Being there for so many years. But when I come from a day which is full of so many dealings with my own anarthas, with my own services, with deadlines, many times the mind cannot process always the past information of the other person. So clear communication is very, very important. Or rather, there is a very famous course in ISKCON which is called as the non-violent communication. The non-violent communication is the key factor in non-violently communicating your needs, your concerns. When we listen to somebody and understand his intention, understand his needs, understand what exactly has gone through, the whole dealing changes. One of our brahmacharis was very, very, irritable, always shouting, always screaming, always, When we came to know once, I inquired from his friends and they told him that Prabhuji has 20-year-old chronic disease. Then I suddenly came to know that, oh my God, just because of that disease, it becomes very difficult for a person to normally behave. My mother, she used to come to temple, and I kind of, heard or came to know that her purse is lost, and somehow or other we have CCTV cameras, and the thief came the next day again for stealing, and he was caught. He was taken to the police station, and somehow or other the police forced me to file an FIR for him. And then I had to go to court to, I got the mobile back, but I had to go to court to at least, he was threatened and he had to be left. For one day I had to go to the court, and that itself was his own as Adalat Maharaj's Vyas Puja. And somehow or other, leaving the Vyas Puja, between I had to go and sit in that court. I can still remember that, the entire scene of sitting in the court. And I had to just go there and say that I don't have any complaint against him. I forgive him. And I got my mobile back. That's what is important for me. But for this one statement, I had to go through such an difficult ordeal of, that court, that trauma was so difficult for me to handle. I'm sorry, I forgot why I told this point. Can somebody recapitulate why from what point I came here?
The personal trauma that a devotee is going through, Prabhuji, you started with a
Yes. Thank you for reminding me. So, I have a friend in Krishna consciousness. So whenever he comes, now as just by remembering that courtroom itself, I just lost it. So this devotee has 9 criminal cases against him, and all faked by one of his own relatives just to extract money from his personal account. So I used to always think that this person has lost his mind, because he used to be he used to say anything, everything, joke around, be very, very frivolous. So that time I realized that he's going through trauma, 9 cases, which means that 9 different dates, and going and standing there as a criminal. People will see that you have come for a criminal case, you are a criminal. When you know the background of that person, then you realize, oh my God, that he is going through such a trauma. In my own personal dealing, I can at least tolerate his frivolous dealing. It's fine. This is the outcome of his, he wants to release that passion, that fear somewhere, and it comes out in unusual ways. When you know the background of a person, you're able to tolerate it. You're able to listen to him. That's why it's very, very important to know a devotee properly, nicely, to be able to understand him. Why is he saying? What is he saying? Whenever somebody says that, from what space is he coming? Right? Has he, is he going through a personal trauma in life? What exactly is happening? We have no understanding. Then we go in that scale of niyamagraha. He is doing it. He has to be banned. He has to be. Our dealings with devotees always case to case basis. Why is he doing? What is he doing? When I'm hearing from a devotee, what exactly is he saying? What subtly is he saying? Many times it happens that somebody sits in a Bhagavatam class, but his mobile goes on, and he's just reading something, and he's not able to hear. He's not able to hear the person. So that he can understand the background of the other person, he has to send his own video. Once, these are olden days of 2003. I was the coordinator to give beads to the different preachers. So one very, very senior devotee came and sat in besides me. And then he was telling me, and suddenly the phone rang and I picked up the phone and I started speaking to another devotee. And after the call, this devotee told me, do I have to call you to meet you? I'm sitting personally with you. But I think to speak to you, I have to call you. We have heard this so many times. But until unless we focus on our relationship, we don't get distracted, we hear him fully, we are listening to him fully, we will not be able to have a strong listening in our relationship. We will scam and we will delete a lot of subtle messages that is coming from his body language, subtle messages that is coming from his indirect indications. What exactly he said, he doesn't mean that. He means something else, which is indirectly trying to tell us. So this listening skills are also very important, where we give entire our attention. One of our very senior devotees, when he was giving guidance to grihasthas, he's a very big industrialist. So when he gave, he accepted somebody as a spiritual counseling. He was a spiritual counselor. So he gave him his private hotline number. He gave him his office number, his mobile number, and said that anytime you need me, please don't hesitate to call me. And mind you, this person is very, very busy industrialist who has so many different work, so many different tasks to tick. But amazingly, every time any of his, spiritual counselees, they call him, he's there to attend to them and to listen to them. Because when I know that somebody is there to listen to me, I will speak the reality to you. Because very soon, I know that you are listening to me. I feel utterly dejected. You will never understand me. And then the relationship falls apart, and very soon, there is only formal plastic communication, which we read from the Shastras and repeat, but we don't mean it. Dandavat Pranam, Prabhuji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to Guru and Shri Gauranga. Many times it's very, very important that what we should thoroughly mean what we speak and what we do. Guhyam akhyati pritchati. That speaking and asking pertinent questions is very, very important in Krishna consciousness, to understand what did you do in this situation. How do you think you have survived this attack of Krishna consciousness, or this attack in Krishna consciousness? As somebody becomes a warrior, a soldier in Krishna consciousness, anybody who is accepting Krishna consciousness, as Srila Prabhupada's words, it's waging a war on Maya. And then so many attacks will come, so many subtle attacks will come. And how somebody has crossed that, how somebody has struggled through it. Believe me, every day when we have a heart-to-heart connection to Krishna and we beg for our advancement, he'll definitely send the message through so many devotees for us. And even if somebody is new, it has been a record ever since they have joined, or they had joined His Grace Jaranivas and Pankajangri Prabhu. They always sat through all the Bhagavatam classes. Be it a new devotee, be it an old devotee, they were always there present, sitting for Bhagavatam classes. Why? Just to show an example that listening to a new devotee will definitely, because of the enthusiasm of that devotee, because of sincerity of that devotee, Krishna will speak something through that devotee which will be meant for me and which will be relevant for me. Guhyam akhyati pritchati. Communication is the key of every relationship. Many times, there's a very beautiful recent article by Shubha Vilas Prabhu, where he's talking about not much harm is done by wrong communication. As it is said, more violence is done by those who don't say anything rather than those who do violence. Because those who are silent, they perpetuate and sanction the activities of somebody who's doing violence. So in Krishna consciousness, many times we don't like certain things. We get disturbed by certain things. We try to control ourselves, maybe because of fear, maybe because of being judged, maybe because of not because understanding that the other person will not understand me. When we feel something very, very strongly, again and again we get that thought in our mind. It needs to be cleared. And when we are suppressed by oppression, not able to communicate to the other person, just like, just day before yesterday, my friend shared something, and when he shared something, I kind of liked it, and I shared the same thing with another devotee. And then another devotee went and asked questions about that to this devotee. And this devotee suddenly became so, friends became so upset. He said, "Why did you share that? It was only for you." I can be quiet. I can say sorry. Sorry is always better. Humility is always best. A remedy for everything. But here I also wanted to communicate to him that in our communication that if you want me to keep something very, very secret, then tell me don't tell this to anybody. Then I won't. It's a very simple point. I told him that you didn't tell me not to tell it to anybody. It's not that I've spoken on a Bhagavatam forum. I've privately spoken to somebody who's concerned with that topic. So if you really want me to not speak it to somebody else, please let me know and I will follow it. When we have healthy communication, when we have very sincere, we understand, we go through that dialogue in between that, am I sincere in doing it? Was there a malicious intent in spreading that message? If it is not, then I go to that person and say that, I didn't have any intention like that. It is just that you have to tell me about it. So communication is very, very important, which boils down to our intentions. And then when we have intention to be loving towards all the devotees, all these processes make a lot of difference, or make these processes very, very fruitful. Just like, in deity worship, I do arti and a sannyasi does arti. The difference between me and the sannyasi doing the same process is the consciousness behind it. When somebody has the consciousness of gratitude, of glorification of the Lord, of loving the Lord, that whole arti becomes a loving offering. Similarly, when we deal with devotees, when our beginning affirmation is to have congenial relationships, yes, I start today, I want to be compatible with this person, and I want to start it, it makes a lot of difference. Even there is a little bit twitch that no, I don't want to talk to him, I don't want to go ahead with him. Whatever you do will not matter. Even if you give the expensive gift will not matter. Even if you give him the secrets of Krishna consciousness won't matter. Even if you feed him the best of the prasad won't matter. Communication is the key to everything. And that communication has to be imbued with love. Genuine love and care for the devotee. And yes, the last one is which everybody is doing and everybody loves. That is feeding the person and accepting prasadam on behalf whenever he gives. It's very, very important. Why is it important? Because many times going to somebody's house and eating at somebody's house, what is the big problem in that? There is a big problem. I have my own likings. I have my own diet. I have my own tastes. But when I go and I'm ready to eat at somebody's house, which means that I show my surrender, I show my acceptance of the love that they're going to give. I have not checked whether somebody is cooking nicely. I'm going there and sitting and accepting whatever they are offering to me is the sign of my acceptance of their love. Similarly, when I am ready to give something, when a young devotee comes with Roji, I've got this nice halwa made for you. It's your birthday. Can you please accept it? That whole effort, that whole consciousness, when you accept that whole dealing just strengthens love between us. I went to Sri Rangam recently with our IYS boys, ISKCON Youth Services boys, and I got some prasadams from the temple. And I went to one of very, very senior devotees, and I offered that prasadam to him. He was so happy. He was so grateful. It was very little, but he loved it so much. He said that I was waiting that somebody comes and gives me. So I was wondering, So he said, last time when somebody went for Kartik Yatra, nobody bothered to even give one morsel of Jagannath's Mahaprasad to me. And I was like, suddenly, I said, oh my God. It's not that he cannot, he will get prasadam from so many people indirectly. It might be couriered to him. But somebody going and giving that prasad to him makes so much difference. If somebody goes to Pandharpur and comes and gives you a laddu, I specifically got this laddu for you. That acknowledgement, that acceptance, that offering, thinking of somebody there. I remember when Grihastha, I was giving some special Mahaprasad to somebody. He said, oh, this is a very special Mahaprasad. I will keep it for my better half. I was like, wow. Just the thought of thinking about the other person, which means that that person is special for you. In your whole psychology, that person has a very special place. So you might say, Prabhuji, I can't do all this. You need to do all of this, small things, because details shows love. And when we start doing it slowly and steadily, we will do it more consciously and more nicely. So, dadati pati granati vihyam akhyati prichhati bhungte bhojayate chaiva sharvit priti lakshanam. If that love is there, that tolerance will come. If that love develops, understanding will come. If that love develops, that submissiveness will come, and our relationships will really flourish. So, this whole, the whole purport of NOI 4, Prabhupada said that this whole temple is made so that we can facilitate these loving dealings. We give gift to the life members, we accept gift, we feed them, we accept prasadam at their house, and then we give them Krishna consciousness and we listen to their problems, and by making them devotees. So, this is the key to our own relationship. Any relationship we think, I want to improve this relationship with this devotee. Just apply these 6 things and we will see with sincerity, with prayer to Krishna, and it will work wonders. I will stop here and we'll open up for any question answers. I will try my best to give some justice according to my feeble intelligence. Hare Krishna. Shri Prabhupada ki jai.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. It was a wonderful session. We have some hands being raised. Divya Gopumataji, yeah.
There's some questions online also on the chat.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna,
Divya,
Prabhuji. It was a very wonderful session, Prabhuji. Just like your name, I think you have been blessed with all these traits, and we are very fortunate with to have your association. Prabhuji, my question is with respect to the 6 things for maintaining this relationship. You have given one reference. Can you please let me know that, Prabhuji? The 6 sutras, what you have given, giving gifts,
Yes,
accepting gifts.
that is Upadeshamrita, verse number 4.
Okay.
Dadati pratigranati guhyam akhyati prichati bhumte bhojayate chaiva sharviti priti lakshanam.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
any other questions? Yeah, Suma Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Dandavat pranams to you,
Dharam
Prabhuji.
pranam.
Prabhuji, my question is that, Prabhuji, when we are in devotee association, we will have some attachments to some devotees, in particular. So that kind of attachment, like on a daily basis, we feel like talking to them and discussing all the Krishna Katha and other material things also. So is that okay? Because we are all living in the material world and we are 80% of our activities are, connected to this material world only, Prabhuji. Only very little we do offering prasadam to the deities and do the nama sankirtan and only that. The rest of the time goes in material things. So is that okay, Prabhuji, to have?
When I offer Dandavat to a devotee, when we can meet him, Danda pranam Prabhuji, Danda pranam Mataji. When I say Dandavat, I have to think and introspect whether I am doing Dandavat only to his devotional side or to his material side. We are doing Dandavat to that devotee. We accept the devotee fully in our life with all his faults and all his good traits. And we will help him to advance in Krishna consciousness as he is from that level. And that is what is Krishna's strategy. Krishna in Bhagavad Gita, one by one, is offering so many options. Okay, you can't do this, you can do this, you can do this, you can do this. So when we talk about material things, that we discuss about material things also, we have to see what exactly do we love to do. Do we always love to gossip? Do we always love to talk about mundane things? Many times these mundane things can be, if the resultant action of our discussion is going to increase my attachment towards Krishna, is going to de-stress me. One has to see that is my material fever unnecessarily increasing by his discussion of that. Then we can tell him that, oh, probably, I think, is it okay if we don't discuss this? Because I am a little uncomfortable about hearing this, because somehow my past is I get affected by it. Can we please not talk about this more in detail like this? And when the other person understands, he'll not share that. He said, we'll discuss about the problem, but we'll not discuss about the details of the problem. I don't know if I'm addressing your issue, Mataji. What exactly you are. If you can give me a case, if you can give me a
Prabhuji, when we say that we are in fear of losing them, Prabhuji. Even the 20% of devotional exchanges or whatever we speak about Krishna, that I don't want to lose it, Prabhuji. So having that attachment, is that okay, Prabhuji? Having an attachment to a devotee, is that okay, Prabhuji? Or should I?
Having attachment towards devotee is very nice, but being behind them always is not nice, because everybody requires space. Everybody requires, please understand, the more we will hold something, the more it will run away. The more we give freedom to devotees and understand them as they are, the more they will be attached to you. It's an amazing thing, but it works wonders.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Got it, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Dandavad pranams.
Thank you.
Krishnamurti Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. I am grateful to Prabhuji as because I am not well versed in English. Just little bit I can able to talk. Please
Yes.
accept me.
Yes.
Prabhuji, my humble obeisances to your kind self, and particularly and then to Ashish Prabhu. Yes, because right from morning 4 o'clock to night, he is engaging us in this attending the classes.
Amazing.
I am attending 9:30 class, 11 o'clock class, 1 to 2 class, 2 to 3 class, evening class. By attending
What is your
all,
question, Prabhuji?
one second question. I will come to the question then. Thing is, by attending all these things, I can able to. I am not aware of this Bhagavatam well versed in that. Previously, I used to read Bhagavad Gita, whereas after coming to this forum, I myself is involved in such a manner like this. So nowadays, I am not ready to even receive the phone calls in between while classes were going on. I will call them only after that, whatever may be the case. I am least bothered about that. Only the thing is, I want class. I want to hear. So first of all, I thankful to for this, for making us engaging in this level. I am grateful to Ashish Prabhu first. Then I will come to the question. Question is this, Prabhuji.
Yes. Yes.
While hearing the classes, we come across so many doubts. If I get the doubt in the Bhagavatam class, I will get the salvation or get the answer in Chaitanya Charitamrita class also. So very, very useful for me. Now your kind self has mentioned it. What the man who is going to hear, that will be told by the speaker, by the grace of God. So how it works, how the hearer, Ashish Prabhu, if you don't mind, shall I talk in Kannada? You can able to understand.
I think Prabhuji knows Kannada. Prabhuji, you
No,
know
no, no,
Kannada?
no, no, no. I'm supposed to know Kannada, but I don't know Kannada. I come from
Prabhuji, you
Saraswati
please
family.
convey.
You can speak in Konkani, I can hear, listen.
No, even I don't know Kannada, Prabhuji.
You know some little bit, you know Kannada.
No. I know one word.
Krishnamurti Prabhu, do you know Konkani?
Konkani.
You can speak to me in Konkani, I can understand Konkani.
No, Prabhuji, I can't.
And anyone Kannada here? Anyone Kannada here?
Can somebody help, please?
Yes. Anyone knows
it is
Kannada?
all right.
Prabhuji, I can try. I can understand Kannada.
Exactly, yeah. Please, Prabhuji. Now you free flow.
Okay, thank you, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, Mataji, ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಕೇಳುವವನ ಭಾಗ್ಯ ಹೇಳುವವನ ಬಾಯಲ್ಲಿ. ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ? ನಿಮಗೆ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದು ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ?
Prabhuji, are you saying you need a lot of grace to listen? I mean, the one who speaks.
ತಪ್ಪು ನೀವು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು. ಕೇಳುವವನ ಭಾಗ್ಯ. The man who is going to hear.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, I'll try.
Need grace.
ಹೇಳಮ್ಮ ಸುಮಾ ಇವ್ರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. The fortune of the hearer is in the repeat ಮಾಡಿ Prabhuji.
Voice of the teller.
The fortune of the hearer is in the is in the voice of the speaker.
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 How it will connects. ಇದು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಸಂಪರ್ಕ ಬರುತ್ತೆ?
How will this connect with the saying, Prabhuji? This is what Prabhuji is asking.
So he is asking how his certain questions are answered by the speaker, is it?
The fortune of the hearer is in the voice of the speaker. This is what Prabhuji's question.
Okay. So the question is what?
The fortune of the speaker, a hearer, is in the voice of the speaker. How is it? What is this? What does this mean?
Okay. What does this mean? The fortune of the hearer is the voice of the speaker. because when he has genuine doubts, when he has genuine, he's seeking genuine answers, the Paramatma from his heart inspires the Paramatma of the heart of the speaker to many times speak certain things that even the speaker might have not thought. So the asana, the Vyasasana itself is an amazing place where Krishna inspires you to speak. Now I must have also spoken so many things in this class which I might have not planned, but many times by the inspiration of Paramatma, the inspiration of Krishna, we speak certain things, and because there is eagerness in the Paramatma's, in the listener's heart, and eagerness in the speaker's heart to help others, it just works amazing. There have been so many instances where people have approached Srila Prabhupada's books today also with so much problem when they want answers for a particular question, and somehow or other when you open the book, the very first verse might be your, might be speaking to you about your own problem.
Yes.
So your eagerness is carried forward by your Paramatma, your local private Paramatma who's situated in your heart's place. To telepathy, it is communicated to the Paramatma in the speaker's heart, and it comes as an inspiration, and he speaks. So yes, that fortune is there. That fortune is created by the eagerness and by the bhakti, the eagerness of bhakti of the listener.
Yes.
Thank
you. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Any other question? Prabhuji, I have
on a chat. A question on the chat, I guess. Was it there?
I think that is about the book. I think you were talking about Brajvihari Prabhuji's lecture, non-violent communication. Yeah, so I'll share the link, Prabhuji. Yes.
Yeah.
Prabhuji, I have a doubt. Can I ask?
Yes, please, Prabhuji.
Prabhuji, we have to be very careful when we are dealing with the devotees and even outsiders.
Yes.
So outsiders, yes, that's exploitative nature is always there. But when we are dealing with the devotees, how we should be careful so that that particular thing doesn't become exploitative. I mean, no one wants to become exploitative.
Yes.
So, so how we should be careful in that aspect?
By understanding that we all are in the boat of pure devotion, and everybody is not a pure devotee. When we're talking about Guru Maharaj and about sannyasis, definitely they are pure devotees, but they'll be able to handle us properly. But many times our overt submissiveness, our neglect of self-care, neglect of our own sadhana, neglect of our swasthya, neglect of our seva leads to downfall of our spiritual graph. When that is happening, many times it is like we giving our own the baton into somebody's hand to whip us. We have to know our limits, how much I can do, how much I cannot do. If that balance is not there, then we might feel abused in a relationship. Maybe Prabhuji, I can do it, but just that I have something else to do. Is it possible I can finish this and try this later? No. Prabhuji ने बोला है ना सब करने का. उन्होंने बोला है कूदने का कूद जाने का. भगवान देख लेंगे. अरे प्रहलाद महाराज को नहीं देखा भगवान ने. नरसिंहदेव ने बचा दिया. अभी प्रभुजी ने बोला है कूदने का, मैं कूदेगा. When in devotional service, we many times have that mentality that प्रभुजी ने बोला है मतलब वेद वाक्य है, ऐसा ही करने का. That doesn't work long, because as we go on doing things and we become expert in our own services, very soon we'll realize that things can be done in so many ways. And if somebody is giving only orders and not considering, so many times our respect for that person decreases. But we don't realize that we only have given the rights in his hands to always decide. That's why it is very, very important for the leaders to create to help their subordinates to take their own decisions by becoming independently thoughtful, by accepting the tenets of Krishna consciousness in their life logically and not just blindly accepting. That's why Prabhupada that statement, in second chapter, where he says that blind following and absurd questions are both condemned. We should not unnecessarily ask questions. At the same time, we should not blindly follow somebody. Once you start blindly following somebody, once you open all the doors, a devotee hai na? No, I remember when one devotee came to a temple and said, Prabhu ji, हमको एक pure devotee चाहिए जो हमारे तरह के program करे. आप लोग सब लोग pure devotee है ना? Please Prabhu ji आइए. Please understand, he is a human being and he can make mistakes. He can make mistakes. But the knowledge that is sharing is pure. When we deal with other person as a human, that he can make human error. अरे प्रभु जी ऐसा कैसा कर सकते हो? ऐसा कैसा बोल सकते हैं? मैंने इतना जूस ऑफर किया, वो मेरे को देखे भी नहीं, बस निगलेक्ट करके चले गए. अरे वो किसी पे फोन पे बात कर रहे हैं, कोई बड़ा इशू चल रहा है, अभी तुम सामने खड़ा है, सबको हाँ जी हूँ जी करने के लिए उनका समय नहीं है. You wanted to give him, पहला आपने अपॉइंटमेंट लिया था क्या? नहीं, आप एकदम से धमक गए, प्रभु जी आपके लिए. अरे there are so many who are behind Prabhu ji. It's very important I understand my boundary, and when I submit myself to others, I see if I am taking my care also. Am I eating properly? Am I sleeping properly? Am I discussing Krishna Katha properly? Am I able to read properly? If I am not able to balance, very soon, I will not be able to follow and I will start criticizing that person very soon. One devotee asked this question to one senior devotee that, what should I do when I have a chance to do service, when I have a chance to hear class? What should I do? He said, if you have it as your primary service and it is your scheduled service, definitely you should make sure that as you are listening, you can continue your service. But if you are making an excuse for not hearing and wanting to only do service, very soon you will stop that service because the hearing will not nourish your intelligence and mind. And very soon, because of the dictates of your mind and intelligence, you will very soon stop even that service. Going back to your point, Ashish Prabhu, that very, very important that I make sure that nobody abuses me so that I can still maintain my respect towards that devotee and I can happily do devotional service. But I'm not able to do, I can non-violently communicate. Prabhuji, I would have loved to do it. It is just that I have a lot of services available here. Is it possible I can do it some other time? In other way? Can I get it done by somebody else? I'll try my best. Prabhuji, I'm not able to find a time to do it, Prabhuji, because my health is very bad. I somehow other not I want to do it so much for you. It's just that I'm a little busy, Prabhuji. Can you please forgive me this time? I'll try next time. Thank you for asking me. When your genuineness to communicate is there, Krishna will give us words. Am I speaking some sense, Ashish Prabhu?
Yes,
Are you
yes,
understand
yes.
the point?
Yes, Prabhuji, very
The
much.
thread?
Yes. Do we have the last question? We see Nandita. Prabhuji, can you take one more question?
Yes.
Nandita Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandvat Pranam. Thank you so much for a wonderful lecture. You are so tolerant and patient, and you take so much time for us, and you're going on taking questions. And very nice to come across a Konkani Prabhuji after so many years in ISKCON. Prabhuji, related to the previous question, what is the level of meekness that a Hare Krishna ISKCON follower should have and practice? Small example. On a daily basis, I'm a slow driver, a very careful driver, very cautious. But there are people who are overtaking me from everywhere, going all over me, and sometimes even abusing me. And sometimes it gets out of control, and I do say, "What a rascal," or something like that. And the people with me, devotees or non-devotees, oh, Hare Krishna, say bad words. And I don't know how to respond, and I'm not a perfect person or a devotee or whatever, but sometimes it gets really bad when people go on saying, oh, Hare Krishna, you can't do this. Oh, you cannot say this. Oh, you mustn't do this. I mean, it's very, very difficult because everywhere I'm being judged, whether by a devotee or a non-devotee. And silence is a good way, but it gets really frustrating and I don't know how to do it. Thank you, Prabhuji.
So just taking this case, thank you very much for your amazing question. The case is that, first of all, let's talk about this driving thing. First of all, you have to understand that, are you driving for the pleasure of the other persons who are driving by us? No. I am driving because I have a purpose to meet. I have a transport to achieve. I know my limitations, and this is what I am, and I'm doing the right thing. I'm following all the regulations. So we have to be content that I am doing the right thing first. If I am doing something wrong and somebody abuses at me, then many times it is a reaction of what I'm doing, right? Now, if you're going really slow, when you're going at a speed of 10 kilometers or something, and it's a highway where you're supposed to drive nicely. I'm sorry, I'm not a driver. I don't know rules. I don't drive. So I drive people crazy, but I don't drive. But if I'm not driving in a particular lane and I'm driving in the main lane where the fast goers can go, if I'm driving slow and I'm stopping somebody else's speed and I'm not giving them way, definitely they're going to shout at me. I have a reason to. I'm giving them a reason to shout at me. If they are unnecessarily shouting, and if I'm giving them space, if you think that I will perpetually drive at this speed only, then we'll have to see that I have to get used to abuses. And when I'm talking about tolerance and when other devotees say, oh, Krishna conscious devotees also give, words matter. Words matter a lot. What words we use, intentions definitely matter, but words also matter. What kind of words, and when I say, how stupid is that? How uncouth is that? How when somebody gives curses to us at that time, we might have so much. Our response many times is because of our past. If I've had a difficult past with somebody, all my frustration comes out on that person. So I can understand your dilemma. The person is abusing, and then when we have other devotees, they say, "How can you do that?" It's a difficult case, but what I would have done is, you see, it's very important for me to tell that person that what he has done is not good, so that he doesn't do it to another person. Tomorrow, if one of our senior devotees is driving and he does that same thing to him, would you be quiet? I'm just trying to avoid that, and I'm giving it to him in a very, very palatable way. I'm not giving him very, very severe low class abuses. I'm telling him in a way that he has to understand what is supposed to be done. So it is my behavior, my communication. I have to see my position when I'm angry. Was I angry because I was in fault and somebody saw my fault? Was I really in fault? And if I was in fault, then somebody shouting at me makes a lot of sense. But if I was not in fault, did I use the right words to correct the other person? And did I use the right words to communicate to my friends that this is what I am? If you don't shout, they'll not understand. A Krishna conscious person doesn't mean that he doesn't give back. This is not America that I'll take out a gun and shoot at that person. But I am in India here, where the culture is that I will speak, and many times I have to shout to make that person understand that this is your fault, not mine. I don't know, Nanita ji, if I'm making sense.
Yes, Prabhu. but it was in a metro that I was referring to, where the traffic jams are so much and people are always in a hurry to, I don't know, get somewhere. They always like late for something or the other. So, and more, Prabhuji, more what made sense in your answer was more like it's not about the people who are around me who are abusing me or whatever. It's the people who are with me who are judging me all the time is what I worry about and feel hurt. Like, how can you have to be meek. You're Hare Krishna. That's the usual thing that I hear.
They have to hear about that story of Narad Muni, where he told a snake, the snake used to bite, and when that sadhu told him that don't bite people and make a menace, when he came back, that snake was being trampled. He said, "What happened?" He said, "No, when I stopped biting, the others started coming and throwing stones at me." He said, "I told you not to bite, but I didn't tell you not to, what do you call it? Just hiss. He said hiss. Yeah. It's a very kind hiss. See, we have to understand that is my hiss. I'll tell you an example. Nandita ji, when we shout at somebody, we go on speaking. What kind of people is there in this city? They are so uneducated. They are so frustrated. They are good for nothing people. What happens is many times our speaking, it leads into many other things. It shows so many different frustrations. So when our criticism of the other person is very constructive, say, hey bhai, अपना खुद देखिए, मैं जो कर रही हूँ within limits है. Sorry, अगर हमको सबको rights है सब करने का. And of course, when you know that every day somebody is going to abuse, I would say it's better to not pay attention to them. I said, okay, I'm not doing anything wrong. What's the problem? Oh, today nobody spoke anything. Wow. Today's a good day. When you expect that people are going to do, and at the same time, when these devotees are around, now whom these devotees are matters a lot. When they are your own friends, we have to understand and tell them, please understand here. I mean, is it easy? Just look at how unreasonable this person is. He has to be told something. And if there is somebody senior, sorry, Prabhuji, I spoke this, but I have to tell them. And if they are juniors, I will tell them, okay, I've told him. Now I would like to cut my connection with him and I want to concentrate on my life rather than getting involved with him always. Make sense?
Beautiful explanation, Prabhu. Clears my mind completely. I will drive very, very well from now on. I mean, every time I drive, I can remember the snake story, definitely. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Really grateful to you. Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, can I add something here? Sorry to interrupt.
Yes, please add, Mataji.
I used to be a very aggressive and frustrated driver with people driving haywire around me. But then one of my friends who's also into Krishna consciousness told me that, if you're giving bad words sitting here, you're incurring karmas. So it's better not to use harsh words. So that stopped me, that, changed my habit. And second thing I believed is that whatever we do on a repetitive basis, it becomes our habit. So we have to cut this right now so that it doesn't become a habit. Then we start using abusive words unknowingly, unconsciously. So that's what I wanted to share with the other person. I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but I just thought of sharing.
In my school, there was a story where this bangle seller, he has a donkey on which he always carries loads of bangles. And as his dealings with his donkey were very nice. So the other merchant was saying that there's a donkey here, kick him, use swear words, otherwise this person will not work. He said, see, as a human, I like to first deal with the animal with a lot of compassion. I reward my she donkey with a roti mixed in dahi as a reward for what she does. And I speak to her nice words because I am going to go to the houses of very rich ladies, and you know, they will try the bangles, and I will experiment the bangles on them. If I use bad language with this donkey here, I will use the same language in the cultured houses, and they might not appreciate that language, and I'll not get business. So I have to be sweet with him so that I can be sweet there. So we can definitely draw some parallels, but of course, as I am not in the driver's seat, I don't understand. You know, it can be definitely very frustrating. But yes, when it is something very daily, I think you have to expect stones. You know, it's like what it was in, you know, different states before, where stone pelting was normal. So the military was used to it. Stone pelting will come. It's very easy to say that take that stone and make house, but yes, you know, at least you can show your eyes to them.
And somebody's bad should not spoil the goodness in you, is what I believe.
Yes.
Suma Manoj Mataji, your
Hare
raise
Krishna.
hands.
Yes, Prabhuji. The second question. Can I ask Prabhuji?
Yes, please.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, my question is that whenever there is a class given by guest lecturers or Brahmachari Prabhujis, we are so eager to hear from you all, Prabhuji. So why is it that, Prabhuji? What difference is there, Prabhuji, from a Grihastha and a Brahmachari devotee? Like where Krishna says the Grihasthas are most favorite.
Yeah.
But
the brahmacharis have
the
these,
more realizations and more knowledge and more
the
bhakti
brahmacharis have
from
these
you.
horns, you know, the
No,
horn
Prabhu.
that they develop, and they appear very, you know.
Then we won't be here, Prabhuji. No, that is not it. Why is it so, Prabhuji? Is it our? Is it the
It's not like-
Grihasthas lack time?
It's not just grahasthas or brahmacharis. It's just the mind which says that, you know, oh, I'll get some special nectar here. Now today, if Amarendra Prabhu were to come to this class, I'm sure your Zoom account will blast, right? You know, in our Krishna conscious movement, we have a lot of brahmachari speakers. At the same time, we have a lot of grahastha speakers who are speaking. You know, if you see our Radha Gopinath's the Bhagavatam schedule, we have a lot of grahasthas and a lot of brahmacharis equally. Unfortunately, what has happened is that, you know, in coming to Krishna conscious movement, people tag a lot of respect and unnecessary, you know, reverence to only saffron. And the problem is that reverence is also not very genuine. It is just with that color, and when that devotee in that color makes some mistake, you know, the devotee is battered. Because we are humans, we make mistakes. So it is our education where you start giving importance to both grahasthas and brahmacharis equally, and you'll see how slowly and steadily it percolates to your own inner circle. Yes, there is problem. There is definitely a problem. There is no difference. Rather, I always feel that those who are grahasthas are in more real waters of Krishna consciousness, because they are walking on a razor's edge. They are handling this world and they're handling that world. You know, I rather feel that whatever credit is there in the brahmacharis, it comes because of the dedication and prayers of the grahasthas. The brahmacharis' protection and the brahmacharis', you know, sustenance comes by the prayers of the mothers and sisters, and their bodily maintenance comes by the donations of the grahasthas. So they are made up of actually the grahastha mercy. So until unless the grahasthas don't work hard, how will the brahmacharis survive? So we have to understand that when we hear from somebody, I'm not hearing for my spiritual entertainment, but I'm hearing for my spiritual advancement. And that spiritual advancement can come from anybody and from anywhere. So unless I don't start practicing it, let's start with ourselves. You start following it. When people see you, that you attend all the classes enthusiastically, you ask questions to everybody equally, then slowly and steadily, we'll increase our community like that, where everybody is given equal importance. Everybody is given equal, ascribed equal questions.
Every now and then we lose our enthusiasm, Prabhuji, in bhakti. Sometimes we do and sometimes we won't. So that is our greatest.
Consistency is very, very important. Consistency of asking. If I have a question, if somebody has said something, and if I have a question, whether he is a young devotee or the amazing thing about Krishna consciousness is that we don't say, okay, I will only answer, nobody else can answer. No, in Krishna consciousness, everybody else can add to that. So when you have when you that's what used to happen. Srila Prabhupada used to make younger brahmacharis sit. And when he was a grahastha, he used to invite younger brahmacharis to come and sit and give classes. And when they used to ask certain questions which was difficult for the brahmachari to deal with, he used to answer. And when they used to listen to his profound lecture, they used to understand, oh my God, this person has such amazing, So let's go a step beyond the Bhagavatam class. That not just I inquire from a brahmachari devotee, I inquire about my life from a grahastha devotee. I inquire about my Krishna consciousness from a senior grahastha in the community. Now, just as Nanita Mataji asked the question of driving, I've asked with other devotees, how do you deal with this? How do you deal with this? How do you deal with this? And you get such amazing opinions. Then I churn that opinion, I assimilate that opinion, I try to see how much I follow, and that becomes my opinion. And that becomes my key for my advancement in Krishna consciousness. Otherwise, superficially hearing from one class to another and not assimilating anything, and just going behind the celebrity and just wanting to get elated, that spiritual shopping, then we'll end up with, as you said, no enthusiasm. We'll hear. In Marathi, we have a saying, "Kaltai pan valat nahi." We'll know all the philosophy, we'll know all the 10 reasons, the 5 S's of devotional service, but there will be no devotional service. Why? Because we have forgotten to sincerely ask questions and sincerely hear answers from devotees, be it a senior devotee, be it a junior devotee. What is there in it for me? The businessmen always have that key. Is dealing में मेरे लिए कितना पैसा है, कितना नफा है? So with every situation, how can I apply this in my devotional life? Let me know. And Krishna will talk to us.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Thank you so much.
Dandavat pranam.
It was really amazing to hear from all of you. Do we have one more question?
Yeah.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Prashanti Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Dandavat pranam. And thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to ask a question, Prabhuji. Though it's
just one second, Mataji. Everybody else, if they have some other commitments, they can please log off and go to the other commitment. We'll still continue with this last question. If you log off, we won't feel bad. Please go ahead. Thank you. Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, Hare Krishna Prabhuji. So actually, I have this doubt since a long time, Prabhuji. So recently, I have come across some neighbors who told me that whenever they come across some dangerous animals, or like snakes, reptiles, they kill them, though they are dangerous or not dangerous. So they kill them. So I had this doubt, Prabhuji. So are they making reactions, actions for bad karma, or the reptiles which they are killing, they're having that bad reactions of their previous karma? So is it good to kill them or not, Prabhuji? Because at sometimes it is dangerous for us also. So I always had this doubt.
We have to see that, just like I'm sitting in a room. If I have not made this room, mosquito proof. I don't keep anything. I don't keep anything bad, and I don't keep anything stale. I've locked all the windows with net, and I make sure and I make precautions that when that they don't come and bite, or they don't create menace. And then still by some means they come inside, then with a heavy heart we have to do something by which we can just like we have rats coming in our temple, and rats started coming and eating Lalita Devi's palm. I was like, what do I do? We tried all means to block the altar, but somehow or other the rat used to find some hole and come. So many times killing animal, killing somebody becomes inevitable. At the same time, we have to understand that we have to bear the reactions, and we have to do some prayaschitta. We have to do some special chanting, some special puja, so that we can be absolved of this sin.
Yes, Prabhuji, because tell me, Prabhuji.
It is definitely a sin to kill a reptile. At the same time, some reptiles are envious by nature. They will come and unnecessarily bother you, like snakes. So if they are killing it, as a when they are going out and killing vehemently and rampantly is not bad, but somewhere coming near your house, it's a very tricky question, because first of all we are going and attacking on their habitat and going and staying when they used to stay, and now we are killing them. Definitely we will accrue some karma for sure. That's why try your best, try your different means. Now we have internet by which we can find out how we can avoid snakes, what we can do so that we can repel snakes. We have to take all our precautions, and after that, when something happens, it's important to save the lives of our devotees at home. And then when you have to raise the bar or raise the sword to kill somebody, even after you have maintained security, then there will be minimum karma.
Sure, Prabhuji. Actually, they told me that the house they had in the village, there sometimes they find the snakes coming near their home. So at that time they kill the snakes. So I just had this doubt, Prabhuji. Is that right to kill them or
Yeah,
not,
you
Prabhuji?
tell them that are you ready to bear the reaction of killing?
Okay.
Many times in villages, snakes are worshipped.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Right? And I've seen in Karnataka, whenever I go, there is so much Naga worship, right? And if the snake is killed, there's a lot of reaction coming. So we have to be, we have to consult the local priests there. We have to consult what all we can do so that we can avoid snakes.
Sure, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranam.
Are we good? Ashish Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for being with us, and we request you to come again and again whenever it is possible for you. You are busy.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity to share. I'm not sure if I've shared something sensible. If some sensible words have come out, please pray for me that I can execute my devotional service nicely and work on my relationship with devotees. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranam.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranam.